There's just no space at all. It's not even at the bottom. Not even, see, there you go. Look at that. There's no space. There's literally no space between this metal part and the GPUs. Ah, thank God. Thank God Gigabyte labeled their connectors so I know which one's not working. Awesome. Problem, looks like I have a error with the GPU. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna recommend to never buy or trade for GPUs that you need to repad or repaste, because holy crap. Hey guys, Red Pen Running here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. This video, okay, I have finished repadding and repasting 10 RTX 3080s. These are specifically the Gigabyte Turbos, but they all do not have the fans and I guess the top part there on these GPUs. So these were from a trade that I did for a single Avalon Q, and thank you to the gentleman that traded me for these GPUs because they're gonna go into this server right here. So this is one of the Gigabyte servers that you all know that I've been getting up and running. I do have one successfully up and running right now, my 3070 server, and I'll give you an update about that later, but it is rented right now and it's been running just great. And actually I can show you guys here. I have it rented right now and it is mining. Someone's mining on it, okay, Pearl. My 3060s are, 5 of them are rented, and then 2 of my 3090s are rented. So not very, this is today. Sometimes though, like yesterday, they were fully rented, so there's gonna be some days where they're not rented, majority of them. Some of them are. That's what I've noticed with SimplePod, but these 2 rigs, my 3090 and 3060 rig, I've noticed that whoever rents them, they're not actually using them to the fullest extent. Like they're not using a lot of power. Similar with my 3060s, like 2 of them are full, but you know, 5 of them are rented, so they're not actually utilizing, they're not using them for mining, I can tell. But the 3070 rig, someone is using this for mining, and there's the temperatures you guys can see. I mean, it's not great. I am gonna repaste them in the future, but once I get my 3080s here on. So I had a live stream in which I took them apart, 3 of them, and then we basically repadded and repasted all of them, all the mem chips on them, and I used Arctic MX6 thermal paste on all the GPU dies. Now I did say in that live stream that I was gonna do 5 of them with the backplates and thermal pads on the mem chips and the GPU die on the back. So there are thermal pads on 5 of them, and then I have another 5 here that don't have any backplates or thermal pads, because I wanted to see if these actually made a difference or not, and if the server case would be able to, you know, all the airflow that's going in between these GPUs, which is not much. I'm hoping that the airflow would cool down these GPUs just fine on the back versus having the backplate and the thermal pads. So we'll see what the temperatures are. I'm not quite sure how I could tell which PCIe slots are the backplated ones versus the non-plated ones. I guess we'll find out in this video when I plug them all in to the server, and I'm hoping that I can fit all 10 of these into that Gigabyte server. Anyways, sorry it's not a POV video, but I'm gonna bring you guys on the journey here, getting that server up with these GPUs. So I'll see you guys after today's sponsor. Enterprise AI is the biggest money story of the decade, and it's been closed to you until now. Terra Compute builds enterprise-grade dual EPYC GPU servers. After 3 years of R&D at their own data center, Terra Compute is now open for business. Hosted in their own data center at a former US military base in Indiana on a locked utility rate no marketplace can touch. You buy, we host, no monthly fees, we rent it to enterprise buyers who pay a premium, and you earn more than the regular platforms currently out there. If we don't rent it, we don't get paid. Write the whole purchase off with Section 179, and at the end of your contract, if you're not happy, we ship the server to your door. You own real hardware, real data center, fast deployment, real returns. Inquire through a special form link in the video description below. Terra Compute, infrastructure as a service. I listened to you guys. I added a lot more panels on the ceiling and it's helped a lot. And also the garage bay as well. I need to do the bottom one. Again, I ran out of panels. I need to buy more, but it's helped a lot. It looks, man, it looks really crazy in here, but it has dampened the sound and like the echo and all that stuff. I don't know if you guys can hear it, I don't know, in my mic, but it's this paneling, the acoustic panels and then the foam, it's helped a lot. Anyway, guys, let's get to it. So I gotta, let me explain some things here. I know some people are gonna have some questions. I mean, I have some, you know, reservations about this as well. These Gigabyte turbos, okay, so thankfully the heatsink is going the correct way on these, so the airflow is gonna go through, you know, the server case and then through this copper heatsink just fine, right? So as you guys can see. But one thing I wanted to talk about, and you guys can give me your opinion, is that this Gigabyte server has 3 2200 watt platinum power supplies. So it's about 6600 watts capacity, right? But there's only 10 of these EPS connectors on this server. And apparently they can handle up to 388 watts each plug. So I don't know how true that is, but the TDP of these Gigabyte 3080 turbos is 320 watts. So in theory, you know, which have 2 of these 8-pin PCIe, as you guys can see, 2 of them here. Basically, I need to designate 1 EPS connector for each 3080. 388 watt capacity against a 320 watt TDP 3080. Is that gonna work? Are these actually 388 watt capable? I don't know. Maybe because they're, you know, enterprise grade servers. Maybe they're built that way. You know, they have thicker power delivery and all that kind of stuff. Maybe that's the case. So I have these EPS to, what is this? This is to PCIe, dual PCIe from moddiy.com. So these are really thick gauge cable. So I'm hoping that this cable should be enough. So I'm gonna just test fit. Yeah, it's EPS, Gigabyte EPS. Okay, it's not reverse EPS like the Octa servers, but this is regular EPS and then going into dual 8-pin. Now, I don't know, or I mean, I'm gonna try it. I really wanna fit all 10 into this server. So how I have to do that is 2 of the 3080s here have to go up in the top slot here, okay? So is that gonna work? I don't know. They're 2 slotted, right? So they're gonna fit in there just perfect, but I'm worried about the back. I'm worried about, you know, how I'm gonna have so much excess cable. It's not even gonna be funny. Like I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to fit the 2 3080s up here along with the cabling that's gonna go from up here to the 8 3080s turbos on the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna play around with, and I'm gonna bring you guys along the journey here. So like I have to install the bottom GPUs first before anything, and then I can see if it's going to work or not. So now it's very easy to remove this top part here. Okay, it just goes like that, and then to easily take it out, there's these 2 things there. But yeah, you know, it goes like this. Okay, so I think the 3080s, it'll fit just fine. I'm glad, you know, the PCIe. Okay, I'll just show you guys here. Right, this is how I'm gonna do it. The PCIe is gonna fit, let's see, make sure that's in there, okay? So the PCIe isn't at the top, so I don't have to worry about it hitting this, right? But they're back here, okay? So now, if I close it, and let me remove this, and go like this, see if it closes. Yep. Okay, so it closes successfully, but there's not much room here for me to get in there and get my PCIe cables in there. So I'm gonna have to put in the 3080s at the bottom, plug in all the cables, route them up here, and then figure out how I'm gonna cable manage it after, because yeah, it's gonna be difficult. So guys, I'm gonna do that all offline. Actually, I'm gonna put the 8 on the bottom first, and I'll bring you guys back. Sorry, I can't record POV. I wanna get this all done, and doing it POV style, it's a little rough for me right now. So yeah, the camera I'm using right now is much better quality. I'm at 4K, so hopefully you guys like that better. But okay, I'll be right back. We'll see 8 at the bottom here in a second. Alright, there it is. 8 3080 Gigabyte turbos on the bottom. Okay, so the cable management, I thought it would be pretty bad. So I was unable to pretty much put them on top here because then the lid would not close. There's really only like 2 millimeter of space between this metal piece. Like, I mean, you guys can see there, right? There's just no space at all. It's not even at the bottom. Not even, see, there you go. Look at that. There's no space. There's literally no space between this metal part and the GPUs. But thankfully, okay, they have these holes here, so the cabling I was able to fish through. Okay, you guys can see just like that, right? And then it goes up like this. These two, for the 2 left GPUs here, or the right, depends how you look at it, they are fished up on the side like this. I just have it going down this way, up and this way. But then these ones here, for the rest of the 6, they have to go through these holes. So I have 6 of them here. One more over here. Okay, you guys can see. So now, then I can plug them in, no problem. And there is room to cable manage up here. So another GPU will go here, and then another GPU will go here. There's actually still room to fish some cable and also some cabling back here if I need to. But unfortunately, I only ordered 8 of these freaking EPS to dual PCIe. So unfortunately, I cannot add the other 2 3080s here. Okay, man, I'm so pissed at myself. I did not think, I thought I was only gonna put in 8, and but yeah, so I have one of the padded ones here and the non-padded here. So I'm gonna order 2 more and fit them up here. The reason why I didn't order more is because I ordered actually majority of these the HP WR cables. Okay, these guys, because I thought, or I am going to populate. Oh wait, no, that's dual. This HP 12 PR cable to dual EPS, not PCIe. So anyway, yeah, I have majority of these types of cables because I plan on buying some, I don't know, 5060 Ti's and placing them in some of these servers, so, or 5070s. So that's kind of the route I'm gonna go. This is like the last 30 series rig I'm probably gonna make, maybe. I do have some more GPUs I got in over here that I've been thinking of putting in as well, but those are 30 series. So anyways, guys, let me close it all up now and let me plug in the cables and we'll see what it looks like. Give me 1 sec. Yep, okay, yep, cables are in. You guys can see. Perfect. I can still put the lid on top. So, and in the future, when I get those cables in, man, I'm so mad at myself. Then I can fit those other 2 GPUs right up here. Cable managing might be rough between this one and this one, but that's okay. Should be fine. Oh my god, this is insane. Okay, I don't have SimplePod on my NVMe, and so let me do that right now. Actually, I'm just gonna turn it on first, and let's just see if it boots in the BIOS. Normally that's a good sign, if it does. Okay. Okay, IO memory initialization. So I already installed the RAM, 128 gigs, and then maybe I should do more actually. But I also installed the 2 Xeon 6152 Golds, took out the brown CPUs, and yeah, I did that all preliminary stuff. I did a BIOS update on it already. Oh, it turned off. Uh-oh. Okay, now it's turning back on. Strange. Well, real time. Let's see what's happening here. Do I have the network plugged in? Yeah, network cable's plugged in. This is in. Okay. I hope this works. Airflow. See, okay, this is where I might run into another problem. See, a lot of the airflow is coming from the top here. So it was kind of like starving the bottom GPUs, similar to what I had on that 3070 rig. Okay, no, it's booting. Gigabyte, let me go in the BIOS. Let's go Dell. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Dell. And, okay. I mean, it should be good. That's normally a good sign. Okay. Oh, I just forgot. I shouldn't have installed the GPUs here. I should have installed the GPUs on the shelf with the server over there, because now I'm gonna have to carry the server. It's really heavy, guys. Like, you guys think it's light? It's not. It's not. I almost like broke my back trying to carry that thing by myself onto the shelf. Okay, so just looking at here. Okay, processors are in. That's good. RAM is good. Okay, can I see the PCIe slots here? No, I can't see if there's anything, you know, on these right now. But no, it should be working. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. And let me move the server onto the shelf. I already took off the drive bays, which help with airflow. More airflow could go through. All right, so I'll move that onto the shelf with the SimplePod install. We'll see if it shows up on SimplePod, guys. 3, 2, 1. It wouldn't be an RPM video without having an issue. Okay, so one of the GPUs is having an issue. So we got 8 to show up here, but one of them is having this like massive mismatch, which I don't know. It's saying that it's not able to. It says adapter failed, number 7. So I don't know whether or not that's the last one on the slot in the server. I don't know. So I'm gonna just troubleshoot this. I asked Google or AI to see if I could see which slots are on this Gigabyte server. Nothing came up, so I'm gonna have to do I don't know, some process of elimination. I did look at the BMC, the IPMI. It showed which GPU port or which slot didn't show any power usage. It showed 3 of them, so that means, yeah, like the 2 that I didn't plug in at the top, and then another one, but I don't know which slot that is. So okay, well, I'm gonna figure this out. I will be back. Oh, thank God that all of the EPS connectors, right below, it shows the GPU number, okay? It shows GPU 1 through 10 on each of these slots, and so I was able to cross-reference and basically see which GPU was not receiving any power. Okay, so obviously I had 4 and 10 not show up under the IPMI or BMC, and so thankfully it was this one. So number 4 is not working, so I'm gonna take this GPU out, swap it with the other one, and then see if that works. Ah, thank God Gigabyte labeled their connectors so I know which one's not working. Awesome. All right. The 8x3080s, it works. They're 10 gigabyte cards, and they are working. They're showing up now, and I just listed it, and within like a minute, somebody has rented all 8 of them. I didn't ask anybody to rent them, but I have them at 9 cents each, so we'll see what this guy's gonna do in a second. I didn't tell anybody. Just literally after a minute of listing them, somebody has decided to rent all 8 of them. So let's see what they're gonna do on this rig, and I will see how the temperatures are. I was gonna rent it myself and just see, you know, what it will do on Pearl. And just to show you guys here, yep, all 8 3080s show up now. So I don't know what's wrong with that GPU. Maybe I screwed up and broke it when I repatted it. But we'll just see how well these GPUs are gonna fare in this case. Hopefully whoever rents it is not doing Pearl mining, but we're gonna see in a second. Okay, so I'll be right back and we'll see what happens. Hold on. Okay, oh my God, it's been like a couple days, and a few of these GPUs are just, it's the thermal pads and the way that I repatted them or repasted them. A lot of them were just getting, were overheating, even if the server fans were at max. And yeah, I'll just show you guys some pictures like as I talk here, but like yeah, some of the GPUs I had to repad and repaste because the 3mm thermal pad was just too much. But I think I got it. It was it's been better. What I was getting before, I'll show you guys some screenshots, was like over 90 degrees Celsius, but the max I was getting about was 82. Looks like Swamp Summon just stopped renting it. Or actually, no, let's just see here. 80, yeah, no, yeah, let me refresh here. Okay, so I think, no, he stopped renting it. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it's better now, but it's not the best. Because these Gigabyte GPUs, they don't have fans on them, I really need to make sure the thermal pads and the thermal paste and how I screw them down has to be good. Oh, problem, looks like I have an error with the GPU. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, guys, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna, oh man. Also, comparing the GPUs without the backplate, the ones with the backplate definitely did better than the ones without. Okay, so the ones without the backplate, I put the backplate back on. I also put thermal pads on everything. Had to repaste them as well because the screws, okay, the screws that go down on the GPU, these four here, they were basically, when you have it like this without the backplate, they're not tensioning correctly because there's a spacing between the screw. So there's actually no tightness at all on the copper heatsink here to the screws because it needs that backplate to apply that another, like, what, 2 or 3 millimeters spacing so that the screws can provide tension for the copper plate to squeeze in, right? And provide that, you know, patch on the GPU die. So that was another problem I was running into with these, or 4 of them in there versus the other 4 with the backplate. And that's why they were really overheating. But anyways, guys, yeah, I recommend if you got a repad or repaste and, you know, you bought GPUs for, I don't know, whatever, anything, it just, man, I'm gonna recommend to never buy or trade for GPUs that you need to repad or repaste, because holy crap, I've spent way too much time doing that. Just to show you guys the destruction here, I have so much, like, I wasted so much thermal pads, and I've been cutting and getting the right correct the lengths and stuff, and I ran out of thermal paste as well. I have no more thermal paste. I need to order more thermal paste. So, oh man, that was a truck, man. That was a lot of work. And anyway, guys, I'm done. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. This rig is okay. Well, actually, no, it's not okay. There's something else going on. So it looks like I'm gonna have to figure that out again. Oh man, bane of my existence. All my other rigs are fine except for my 3080 rig. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll keep you updated. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. Never again. Never again.